People in chat, I want to show you something. And it's just wait till a few more people come. I am going to record this because it's very, very important to show you the bullshit that's going on out there. Right, let's see. How do I get into sharing the screen? Because I'm going to show you people. I am amazed by this. Honestly, it's yeah, I can't sleep. The insomnia is just getting to me, but I made the mistake of watching a propagandist at work, and I'll show you just how blatant certain sides are going with this. So let me see, how do I share screen? So I can show you guys what is happening here. So here we go. Share screen. Share screen. If people are able to just post, confirm that this screen's coming through. If anyone could just do that for me, please. Just post it in the... Yep, it's coming through. Okay. I'm going to show you... Wow. I don't know if this is going to be an autistic thing, but let's put this onto the screen. So... if anyone in... Yep. So... Yes, this is showing on screen. So... This guy, I spoke about him the other day. The Enforcer. 11,000. He had 13,000 a few minutes ago. Big bit. Let's have a look at some of these comments about how he's, he's saying the truth. He's telling the news. Everyone needs to listen to this guy because he knows what's going on. He's giving what's actually happening on the field. So I don't know if this is going to play through okay for you guys, but this is being recorded, so I'll put it up in YouTube and I'll smarten up whenever it comes. But I'll put this closer, and if the audio is just terrible, do let me know. But I feel this is quite important to point out. Just wow, and I'll explain as this goes along why there's a big problem with what this guy does. Let me just turn up the volume a bit, and if a person can just post in the chat, let me know if the volume from this YouTube comes through okay. But
it wasn't without cost, though. It appears that most of the city was entirely destroyed in this battle.
So,
but nonetheless,
let's push this back just so you can get the full context. So I've been watching this guy. Too low, but can you at least make out? Let me move the microphone closer. Apologies, I don't know how to just take the volume straight from the... I'll put up the volume, see if it can go as high
between
as
the languages. But we can see that the damage was significant, and that they may have wiped out a decent amount of supplies in that staging area, or a decent amount of vehicles. Either way, the news is only good from that.
So this is a live stream he's currently doing at the moment.
Towards the area of Volanovka, and you may have...
Volanovka? What's he got to say about Volanovka? If you aren't aware, I've been posting about it the past couple days. There has been a major battle for a number of basically a couple weeks in Volanovka between the Russian army, the Donetsk militia, and the Ukrainian army. What happened was and this isn't me taking a side, this is me just saying what is basically accepted fact. The Donetsk militia took Volanovka. A decisive victory for them. They pushed the Ukrainians out with heavy casualties on both sides, but the Donetsk fighters took it. What has this guy got to say about it? And I'll show you what his evidence for it is.
I've noticed a massive change in the front line from last time, because we were told today by a major amount of news sources that apparently got this information before me, which is a first.
News sources. What are these news sources? He doesn't say that.
That the Ukrainians have won a decisive victory in Volanovka. It wasn't without cost.
That's big news. I didn't hear about that today. I've been following Ukrainian accounts, been following Russian accounts. No one mentioned Volanovka. No one's mentioned it basically since the Russians took it a couple days ago.
So it appears that most of the city was entirely destroyed in this battle. But nonetheless, the Ukrainians have won a major victory in the south, very close to Mariupol.
See, not alleged. He just declares it. Ukrainians have won a major victory. Again, if a person could just post in chat, just let me know if you can hear what this guy is saying, just so you have an idea of where this is going.
So, I'm just saying, maybe they'll push down a highway and make...
Hard to hear the video in question. Okay, I'll I'll give a quick. So basically, what this guy is saying in this live stream, I apologize for this. It is very off the cuff on this, but it just wow. So he's saying this is a guy. He reviews the truth, what's happening on the ground. So he is saying that major news sources have said. I have put the volume all the way up, so I apologize. We can make it put the. I'll basically give a quick summary of what he says. He says the city of Volnovka today, despite there was no evidence of it, Ukraine retook it. This mysterious Ukrainian counteroffensive has retaken Volnovka. And I don't know, the Russians and the Donetsk fighters seem to not be aware of this because they haven't mentioned it at all. Ukrainian Telegram accounts haven't mentioned this because this would be a very significant victory for Ukraine if they pulled it off. But
maybe
way,
break the siege. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they won't have a hard time doing that because if they could.
So here he goes. This is what he's saying. Volnovka's been taken by Ukraine. And he's saying this now opens the way for lifting the siege of Mariupol. Mariupol's going to be saved. Because this guy, whatever reason, and I'll show you his evidence because wow, his evidence is something else. He is saying that now the siege of Mariupol is going to be broken because Volnovka is arbitrarily, without any proper evidence, the Ukrainians have retaken.
That means that Mariupol may actually have not held on just to tie up resources, but they may have actually held on with the idea of being saved, which will be incredibly good if that's the case. That's what this marker's about, is the decisive victory. And now I'm going to show y'all some of the footage from inside of Volnovka and the pictures as well. We can see that it appears that Volnovka has been entirely destroyed. It appears that there's copyrighted music, so
16th of March.
Have to mute it. But you
I'll
see
I'll point out what's wrong with this footage, with this claim.
Husks left around the entire area. It's really unfortunate, but the great news is that out of all this destruction, the Ukrainians still hold this city. As far as
the Ukrainians still hold the city, apparently.
No, they had actually been pushed out of it days ago, and it appears that they've fought back to the city and have now managed to retake it.
So here, we can't really identify these people, but they look like police officers. What's this? What is this hanging? See this here? What is this hanging from? Oh, I've seen that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you people have seen that before. Where have you seen these colors? That seems familiar. Let's have a look. Ribbon of Saint. Is St. George, isn't it? Yes. Oh, those look very familiar. Where have I seen these? Oh, I hate to use Wikipedia, but the ribbon of St. George. In the Soviet context, yada yada yada, it appears as a complement of many high military decorations awarded by Russia, by the Russian Federation. Then, yada yada. Essentially, Russian soldiers. There you go. Not exactly in Ukraine, but the Russian military are using this. There's pictures you can look at in my Telegram chat where you can see Russian soldiers wearing the ribbon of St. George. So it's a Russian symbol. That's what that is there. And this is his evidence to say the Volnovka. This footage is his evidence. So let's have a look. What else comes up?
Things are generally well among
liberated by
the
Ukraine.
Civilians still there. I'm very happy to see that, but unfortunately the damage has just been significant.
I am aware I'm probably sounding like a schizo at the moment, but I'm high on.
But really, to be honest, I was thinking about all the damage today, and considering how much the West is supporting Ukraine,
what's that in that car?
Their support isn't going.
I've seen that before. What's that?
Considering how much the West is
what is that in that window? Wow, those look familiar. Where have I seen those before? Are those Ukrainian army marks? Is that what the Ukrainian army puts on its vehicles?
You know that their support isn't going to end after this war. They're going to be pumping tons of money, billions of dollars, into Ukraine to help it rebuild. And so while it's unfortunate to see most of their buildings being destroyed now, the Ukrainians might be getting an overall upgrade in their standard of living after the war. If the
the date for this video is a couple of days ago, and he's alleging that the Ukrainians have taken it today, but that doesn't matter to him. This is Ukrainian footage, because listen to what he says next.
Dedicating themselves to rebuilding Ukraine.
Yeah. Oh, that's that familiar ribbon and those colors again.
It's some kind of form of a modern Marshall Plan. But then again, that's nothing but opinion. Right now, we just see nothing but destruction, and we don't really know about the future of rebuilding Ukraine. So it may stay this way, or it may get loads better. It may improve drastically, and we may see Ukraine become some modern looking country in every respect, because most buildings will have to be demolished and rebuilt, especially in Volnovakha and Kharkiv.
But coming up. This is why I don't watch other people's streams, because I don't have the time, and it's this kind of stuff. Just
Wow. Just rolling through and showing more of the damage.
So, ooh, what's this fan? Ooh, oh, there's something about this fan. Oh, there's that mark again. Oh, that's pretty hard not to notice that mark. Where have we seen that mark before? Oh, it's a Ukrainian army mark.
Apparently there's a Z on that van.
Oh, he's talking about the Z on that van.
We do know that in this video, the Ukrainians had recaptured the town, so maybe they're...
Do you hear that? In this video, the Ukrainians apparently recaptured the town. The Ukrainians have taken the town. So in this car, where these people in this car are flying a ribbon that the Russian army flies, that Russian soldiers attach to their uniforms, and we've seen several vehicles with that letter Z. It's Ukrainian. This is Ukrainian-held territory, guys. Wow. And this guy, let's have a look at how many people... He's down to 10,000 at the moment. 10,000 people are listening to this guy, as he just said that. And if I was really autistic and I really wanted to go into this, I could bring up the stream yesterday. In fact, I actually might just do that. He brought up a stream yesterday where in that stream, it showed a Ukrainian UAV watching a Russian anti-air missile fire into the sky. And then the UAV goes up to the Russian position, and you can see Ukrainian artillery hit the position. So that's a good result for Ukraine. But strangely, what was that Russian anti-air battery firing at? Did they just fire the rocket into the sky? I might actually just bring up that stream and find it just to show you just how blatant this guy is. But so the Russians just randomly fired the rocket into the sky for no good reason. So you see the artillery hit the Russian position, and then for a split second, it changes, and it shows an aircraft crashed into a field. It looks like a Ukrainian aircraft. Oh, could that have been what the Russian anti-aircraft missile fired at? Oh, no. He immediately cuts the footage off. Oh, he specifically says, I can't remember verbatim, but he says, okay, that's it for that footage. So the second it showed a Ukrainian military loss, no more interest. This is, like I say, 13,000 people were watching this guy as he said this.
People are going to paint over the
this is
later.
I'm not a propagandist.
Sure
I'm not saying this guy, his views, his pro-Ukrainian views are wrong. I'm not saying I'm pro-Russian views. What I'm saying is this guy is like purporting to give the news. And I know I'm probably speaking to the converted here, because I'm, you listen to me for a certain reason. So I'm probably saying stuff that doesn't need to be said. But wow, I just had to spurg out about this, because once I watched it, it was...
And as we can see, they're just passing on through the rest of the town.
Like
but I'm going to pause it there, because I think you'll get the general idea of the damage. And to further iron home that amount of damage that we're seeing in that video, you can see a satellite picture of a before and after of Volnovakha. And this
is that all the footage he's got of Volnovakha? Oh, so there you go. That's his proof that Volnovakha has fallen to the Ukrainian army. Despite the fact that the Ukrainian army suffered quite a significant and decisive defeat in the city in the past couple of days. Oh no, that was smoke and mirrors. It's actually a massive victory for Ukraine. Massive victory for Ukraine, and the Ukrainians are going to break the Siege of Mariupol in any day now. And as proof, some news sources said it. Also, this footage I've got proves it. He even says it himself if you were able to hear it. It proves that this footage shows that Ukrainian army are in the city, despite the fact that there's vehicles with the letter Z on it, despite the fact the footage is being filmed from a car that has a Russian military ribbon in it. But what do I know? What do I know, chat? I'm just some spurgy autist on the internet who can't sleep at 4 a.m, who's just watched this, and I need to vent about it. What do I know? What do you know? This is the guy. This is an authoritative voice. 13,000 people are listening to this guy as he gives, quote unquote, the news about what's happening on the ground in Ukraine. This Again, I know I'm kind of preaching to the converted here, but just wow, it is. Wow. It it hurts my mind. It hurts my brain. In fact, so here you go. Just this is the account here, the Enforcer. I'm not picking a personal fight with him, but I am very much critiquing his coverage here. So let's have a look if I can find the aircraft video, because that was wow. Okay. This it? I think this might be it. This is another thing.
The right
so
side.
this particular video here, I talked about this video quite extensively in my channel the other day. And let's have a look what he has to say about this. So this video, this tank here, as we talked about extensively.
B, I would believe.
There you go. He says it's T-72B, a Russian tank, a tank of the Russian army. It's not. It's a T-64. It's a tank. It's a Ukrainian tank
hits it near the
captured by the Donetsk militia. So, but
engine bay.
No, apparently it's a T-72.
This makes the tank come to a stop.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, just before he started the video, he said this was in Kharkov, or
nonetheless,
like
I'm going to show you all the video right here. As you can see, it appears to be a lone T-72B, I would believe.
It's not T-72, it's T-64, but either way, he said it was. This was footage from Mariupol the other day. We talked about it extensively. So, that's it. But the thing that really gets me, let's just have a quick look, because wow, yeah, there you go, nice and convenient. Here you go, drone S&D on Russian AA. This is interesting. I spoke about this at length. Yeah, I know he's live. That's I was literally watching this live, watched what he just said about Volonovka, and I was just like, wow, I have to spurg out about it. So I know he's live.
A little bit of search and destroy.
But let's have a look at this footage. Let's have a look at this footage.
Anti-air today. I'm going to show you all this video real quick.
Ukrainian drone spots Russian AD, and he's going to report on it. He's going to tell us what's happening.
You see the anti-air operating in the video, and then we'll see it promptly get destroyed.
There you go. Missiles fired. Does he say what the missile was fired at? Let's have a look.
I'm just going to let y'all watch this video and see it for yourself.
So no commentary. He's just going to let the video play. But what? Let's have a look at how
it's a piece of military kit, so it's not going to be like that one's having.
In fact, can I slow this, because let's just say if you blink, you will miss it.
Fireworks.
Right, we don't need to hear this, but well, I guess we do to a degree. Let's just go back to full speed and
cool to see that.
Oh, look, did you just see that? It changed. It's changed. So let's just have a look at this again. So here you go. Ukrainian artillery takes out the Russian air battery. Fair enough.
Military kit. So it's not going to be like some kind of movie production kind of slow pans or anything.
I know this might be esoteric, and it might be me. You might all think I'm some weirdo spurging out early in the morning, but like, I'm trying to show to you what genuine propagandists do, what people who intentionally are out there not to report what's actually happening, but to push a narrative. This is how they do it. So,
it's not made to be perfect, it's made to work. But as we can see here, it appears that the AA systems were knocked out. Great stuff. It looks like that one's having a fireworks show up there in the corner.
I don't have a problem with him saying great stuff. He has his bias. That's okay. I have no problem with a person picking a certain side in a conflict. But like I say, this guy is reporting on the news.
Always cool to see that. So we're going to cut this video a little bit.
See that? Oh, he's cutting the video. That's interesting. Oh, why has he done that? I mean, blink and you'll miss it.
But
so
as we can
here you
see
go.
here,
Russian
it appears
losses.
that the AA systems were knocked out. Great stuff. It looks like that one's having a fireworks show up there in the corner. Always cool to see.
And then he's just going to cut the video there. Why has he done that? What is that? I don't know what that could be, chat. Any ideas what this could be? What this footage here is showing? I don't know, chat. What do you think that could be? Could that be the Ukrainian jet that the Russian AA battery fired at? That would seem logical, wouldn't it? He never said what the Russian AA battery fired at. It just the Russians fired it for no reason into the sky. Then we go on to this frame.
See that. So we're going to cut this video a little bit short.
Oh, cut this video a little bit short. Strange. Strange, that chap. Why isn't he telling us what's in this field? Why is he conveniently ending the video right there? This is a news man. This is a man talking about what's happening on the ground. So, like I say, this is wow. And let's see, how many people watched this? 130,000 people watched that. 130,000 people sat down and watched, and there you go, 12,000 people watched it live. And in fact, let's see if my comment, if it was deleted. I can't find it, but I posted a comment in here specifically asking, why did he end the video there? In fact, if this is,
you know, pretty much the rest of it is what
recorded.
It is. And we're now going to move on to the rest of the location unknown news. We've seen that a Russian tank was destroyed by a Ukrainian ATGM today. This is kind of...
Oh, either way, we don't need to listen to what he's saying. I'm just, like I say, I need to make an autistic point because, wow, it's something else whenever you know what's happening. I'm not saying I know everything that's happening, but once you can spot this stuff, once you have an idea of basic things on the ground, just how blatant it is to spot it and just how obtuse it can be. So I definitely posted a comment somewhere around here. Let's see if it popped up, or was it just completely arbitrarily deleted because it didn't fit his, you know, there's nothing else to show in that video, chat. Nothing else to there was no more news. So, right, let's speed this up a bit, because, yeah, well, basically, that's the point I wanted to make, is this guy, with 13,000 people watch him, 130,000 views, this is where people apparently are getting their news. And then, again, I've not watched the mainstream media, and I hate to use that term because it's just so overused, but this is what the media is pushing as well. This is the kind of narrative. Constant Ukrainian wins across the board. Ukrainians can do nothing wrong, and Russia is on the retreat across the board. And it's just like, guys, how do you explain the Russians outside Kiev? What, did the Ukrainians fall asleep and allow them to get? In fact, oh look, right, don't subscribe to this channel because this is my burner account. But oh, what's this comment here? Let's have a look. Who's this? Who could that be? Like I said, don't subscribe because I don't do anything with this channel. But what is that? Not a typical Tory says, I like how you cut that video short just before it showed a Ukrainian jet that was shot down. Nice coverage, man. Totally objective take on this. Strange how you only show Ukrainian gains, never losses. Who could have who could have watched this stream and posted that and thought, Christ on a bike. Just wow. Right, let's have a quick look. Is the stream still going? Let's have a look. What's the latest hot take?
That's kind of my opinion, though, but I believe I'm going to still go with what I originally said, is that it will kind of depend on what it hits and where, and that will kind of dictate the Western response to what has happened in terms...
God knows, but either way, I hope you, like I say, I know this is really early in the morning, and I'm spurging out like a fucking schizo or something, but wow. But it's just... wow. Like I say, the point of this autistic stream at 4 in the morning was I couldn't sleep. I thought, let's have a look what people are saying. Oh, this is an account I watched yesterday. Let's have a look at what he's going to say today. And Jesus Christ, was I... wow. See, like I say, once you have a basic idea of just the most basic stuff involved in a conflict or in any news story, and you know what to look for, you can spot this stuff a mile away. You can see where the obvious bullshit comes from. It's just like, again, I know I'm speaking to the converted here. I know people in this channel almost certainly are aware of this because it's kind of my modus operandi, but just to see people, it's just so amazing to watch people engage in it. It's just, and then, like I say, 130,000 people watched that stream yesterday, 13,000 watching at the moment, and they're, like I say, this is genuinely what people are taking away from this conflict. And then people are going to assume, oh, the Russians have won another big victory. How did that happen? I thought the Ukrainians were on the advance. It's like, wow. no wonder no wonder people have no idea what's happening in the war. No wonder no one had an idea of what was happening in Afghanistan, because I'm sure this is the same kind of stuff that must have happened in Afghanistan, and why no one seemed to see it coming.